Hello, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Today our guest host is going to be Abby Wyman again, and we appreciate her volunteering. I actually told her to do it. To do the show, to show some furry friends today, and it's going to be a special show. It's going to be our exotic show. So we have a bird to show you, a guinea pig, and a rabbit. All of these furry friends, or furry and feathered, I guess, are taking up our hallway here at the Ames Animal Shelters. You know, we're tight on space, so they're here in the hallway looking for their forever homes where they're not going to be cramped in a hallway together. So let's meet Abby and some of our furry and feathered friends.
So my first guest today is Sweetsy. Sweetsy is an 11-month-old parakeet. Sweetsy lived with a senior woman, and when her daughter had to move in, they had to make the decision to rehome Sweetsy. It was very hard because the bird had been the senior woman's companion for less than 11 months, but since she got him at a young age, for almost a year. So it was very, very hard for them to have to make that decision. So they did surrender Sweetsy here so we could work on finding him a new family. You can tell he's a male because he has that blue nose right there. That is a sign that he is a male parakeet. He's very attached to his mirror, is what they told us. You'll see him sitting by it often, and that's because parakeets really ideally would have a friend living with them. So it'd be great if we could find someone experienced with parakeets who maybe has a parakeet that's looking for a friend. We would love that. Sweetsy has not been handled very much, but you can get these guys to be cage-free birds. We actually have a volunteer who has her parakeet cage-free with her cat and the dog in the house. And she just has a puppy pad up on a shelf where the bird likes to go to the bathroom, and she just changes puppy pad every day, kind of like scooping a litter box. So it is possible to have them be cage-free. Sweetsy was in a much smaller kennel than this when he came in, so we got him this bigger one. But ideally, if they're going to not be getting out of the cage a lot, you'd have a much wider cage called a flight cage, so they can fly from side to side. He really doesn't have the ability to fly very well in this, but unfortunately, we do not have a flight cage currently at the shelter for him to be able to have, so we at least got him into something a little bit bigger. So if you have some parakeet experience, have a lonely parakeet, or want to get started even on owning parakeets, Sweetsy is young and would be a great match. All right, and my next friend today is Jude. Jude is a lop rabbit. He arrived as a stray over in the Boone area. The Boone shelter is not well set up to house rabbits over there, so they asked us to take over his care, which we accepted. We're guessing, is young. I think they're aiming at like 6-ish months for him. Clearly been handled before. He's a little nervous, like most rabbits are when you first reach for him, but then he will sit right in your arms and cuddle. I mean, you can see he's very comfortable with me right now. Our kennel tech actually gave me some lettuce for him. I don't know if he's going to eat it though. He might be a little nervous. Oh no, that's a good snack. Yes, so with these guys, the most important part of their diet would be Timothy hay and pellets, and then we like to supplement it with some vegetables for them. So he gets a little bit of romaine, cilantro. There's a really fantastic website called rabbit.org. It's for the House Rabbit Society that gives you all kinds of information on how to take good care of these guys, everything from their medical needs to their housing needs, their diet, exercise, enrichment, things like that. Because even though he's a bunny, he's still a creature who needs those kinds of things in order to be healthy and happy, which is the goal for all animals, honestly. So this little guy, like I said, he probably would be good with kids who are truly interested in having a rabbit, maybe like middle school age kids or older, because he is used to being handled. Almost makes you wonder if he was someone's 4-H bunny or something like that, because he is very handleable. So if you are interested, then you can visit our website, amesanimalshelter.org, and fill out an application for him. And our last friend today is Richard. Richard was part of a trio of guinea pigs that was left up at the Ada Hayden Park up in North Ames. He was on his own because the other 2 guinea pigs were females. We think they were a mother and daughter, and he was dad. So obviously we didn't want dad helping make any more babies, so he was put separately. But he has lived with other guinea pigs before, so it'd be very possible for him to be able to live with another guinea pig in the future, another male. Would probably be great for him. Just like the rabbits that we discussed, they need special housing. So what you see him in right now is really a great kind of housing for them. Probably something a little bit bigger would be nice for him, but in all honesty, this is more spacious than a lot of commercially available guinea pig and habitats that you would find them in. So you can find, again, there is the guinea pig manual online, which is another resource to see what they need for housing and for their diet, enrichment, things like that. And you can see in there the example of the veggies that we offer them, the enclosure. We have a nice soft blanket there with a towel underneath. It makes it very easy to just pick everything up in the morning and just replace it. A lot more sanitary than using like the shredded newspaper kind of bedding for him, and more comfortable for him too. So if you're looking for a guinea pig friend for your guinea pig, or just looking to become a new guinea pig owner, you can take a look at our website, amesanimalshelter.org, to fill out an application.
Well, that's our show for today. I want to thank Abby for showing these beautiful creatures. Animal shelters are full of a lot of different types of animals. It's not always just dogs and cats, but of course we get more dogs and cats here at the shelter than we do these other creatures, but they also need their forever home as well. So consider adopting one of these. They all have very different needs and special care that you need to take with them. They still need to see vets as well, just like your dogs and cats. So very, very important that you know and understand these animals and what their needs are, especially guinea pigs with their vitamin C, and they've got to have all those leafy greens and everything, their cilantro, their parsley, their lettuce, the romaine lettuce, of course. So just very, very critical that people understand these animals. They're not always that easy to care for, so we want people to really think about adopting these animals and do their research first before you submit an application at amesanimalshelter.org. I want to thank everybody for watching today.